Guys, today we're going to be doing a review of the Bissell ProHeat 2X Revolution Pet Pro. Just as you open it, you have some of your registration documents and the user guide. Okay, so essentially all the unboxing stuff I've just laid it out here so people can see what all is included in one shot. And so let's start first with the upper handle. That's the upper handle. The next is the actual base unit with the dirty water tank and the rollers, followed by out here what you have is your clean water and detergent tank, and that's where it's dispensed from. Then you have this which is the carry handle, and the instructions came attached with the carry handle, the quick assembly instructions. Then you have the two detergent bottles that come in, the antibacterial bottle and then the oxy urine eliminator bottle. Followed by this is the actual hose, and it comes with a bag. I think I had it during the unboxing, but I took it out. So in the end we have the two clean out tools. The smaller one is the tough stain tool. Here it has this brush, and then the larger tool is the 2-in-1 pet upholstery tool. It essentially has two settings on it. It has a dry setting, and then if you push it back and click, it goes to the wet setting. Now when you are in the dry setting here, all of the pet hair and other particulate matter will be sucked in to this cup, which you can occasionally pull out and discard the contents. Okay, so now I'm gonna assemble the handle, and this ridged part faces the front, and then you have to push it down, and it takes a considerable amount of force to do that. And make sure it clicks in place, because that'll tell you that it's a positive lock. So now in the next step, we are going to take this screw right there and use it for the carry handle. It has these tabs here, and they fit into these two notches. So one of the things I realized is when you're starting this screw, you might want to put your hand on the other side and put a little pressure to get it started. And then once it gets started, it gets easier. Now do remember not to over torque it once the screw is seated, because you have a metal on plastic situation, and so once the screw is seated, just leave it there. The main function it's providing is when you're trying to carry it, when you're trying to carry the machine, this handle doesn't pop off, and that doesn't really require a lot of force to hold it on. It's already secured on the two sides. This is an additional security. So do tighten it, but make sure you don't over tighten and crack the plastic. So now that we have the upper handle and the carry handle installed, the last part is the cleaning detergent reservoir, and then just give it a light push, and that's it. There's no clicking sound or anything. It just kind of sits on there. So one other thing I wanted to bring to your notice before we get started, are these three settings. So you have a max, a deep, and an express setting. If you use it on the max setting, then you have to allow for at least 8 hours of dry time. The dry time on the express setting is around 30 minutes. And then for deep clean, they didn't really mention what the dry time was. So there are these three settings depending on what level of cleanup you require to do. Another feature here is this clean shot push button. Now you operate that with your foot. Normally when it's off, it says O. And with your foot you can depress it and then it turns to I. And essentially what that does is it provides a continuous stream of detergent coming out of the clean shot nozzles. There's one on each side. Oh, actually not. Now remember, the detergent will flow continuously as long as this push button is in the I mode. So to turn it off, you just press it with your foot again, and that'll turn off the clean shot spray. Now this is to attach the hand nozzle, and you have two ends to the nozzle. Let me show it to you in a minute. That's the end that goes into, so the red button faces the front, and you just click it in there. There you go. And then to release it, you depress the red button here, and pull it up. There you go. And then this is the head to which the different nozzles attach. And it's tough to do this with one hand. Try. So essentially you have this nozzle and you have this receptacle here. That's how you attach it. Then you use this button to activate the spray. Now let's go ahead and fill up the reservoir and see how this thing works. Okay, so I'm gonna fill this up to this watermark here. I don't think you guys can see it. Let's see. Nah, there's two watermarks here, so I'm gonna fill that up, and then we'll go ahead, once that's full, we'll go ahead and add the detergent to it. So I'm going to do 2.5 ounces of each for a total of 5 ounces of detergent. So you have a marking here in this cup. It says 2.5 ounces, and I'm going to use the Oxy urine eliminator and the antibacterial. The antibacterial. Pour that in there. And we have hot water in there, so just gonna mix it up. Make sure not to depress this while you're mixing it because it'll cause a leak. Okay, let's go. So all we do is simply put that, and with its weight it seats itself. Alright, let's get started. So this foot lever helps you tilt the whole mechanism, and then you put it up in the locking position. Alright. Okay, so this time I'm gonna try the power shot button, and let's see. I'm gonna turn this on first. With the power shot, it looks like the stream of soap, the detergent is pretty strong, so make sure you don't flood your carpet, but it did actually take care of that stain that was there, and it's been there for quite a while.